Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dana and today I have for you this awesome cake with apples without eggs or milk, so you can have this cake in fasting or Lent period. I will start with dry ingredients. I have flour 1 cup, grits 1 cup. I will use stevia sweetener 70 grams, but you can double the amount of sugar if you want to use sugar. 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 160 grams or 3/4 of a cup of butter or margarine, depends what you want to use. And in the bowl I'm gonna mix flour, grits, baking powder and stevia, and I will let this aside until I'm ready with the filling. As you can see, this cake is super easy to prepare and it's absolutely delicious, either if you choose to use butter or margarine. For the filling, I will need 1.5 kilograms of apples, about 7 apples. I like these ones that are a bit soury, juicy and really crisp. Of course, we need cinnamon and the juice from 1 lemon. So I washed the apples, I didn't peel them. I will use the zest as well, and I will grate them on a bigger grater. Be careful with fingers. Juice 1 lemon and pour that juice over the apples. This way we prevent the apples changing color, so they will not get oxidized and they will look nice. And also lemon brings flavor and also a really nice smell. Am I right? You can sprinkle cinnamon within the apples. I don't like to do this because, as I said, I don't like the apples to change color. I will use to assemble my cake a round shape cake form with diameter of 23 centimeters, and right now I'm making the base for this out of baking paper, and I am buttering my my cake form as well in order for that baking paper to stick over there, and this way we're not losing the ingredients and the cake doesn't go anywhere. It's gonna remain in my cake form. I split by eye the dry ingredients, dry mixture in 4 equal parts, and I'm sprinkling now 1/4 of that, 1 part of that in my cake form. Sprinkling, that sounds weird. Sprinkle? Okay, sprinkle. So 1 part of that mixture went in my cake form. The apple, so the filling is gonna be split in 3 parts, and I'm adding right now 1 of them over the dry ingredients. Try not to move the underneath part too much when you add the apples, and try to place them in an even layer all over the surface and press them down a bit with a spoon to have a nice and even layer. Now I will sprinkle cinnamon over them, and this way we're gonna have the flavor of cinnamon, but the apples will keep a nicer color. Add now another part of dry ingredients. Again, even layer. Try to cover all the surface. And add the second part of filling apples right now, and don't forget about cinnamon as well. Okay, sprinkle cinnamon on top of apple right now, and proceed with another layer of dry ingredients, and again apples. Anyway, we're gonna finish with one layer of dry ingredients after we're done with that cinnamon. So finish with dry ingredients, nice and even layer. Start also the oven, preheat it at 180 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. And we have one last ingredient that we didn't use so far, and is butter or margarine. And grate that cold butter that you just took out of the fridge over the cake. Nice and even layer with this one too, and bake the cake in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes until it's nice and has a nice color on top as well. So I'm done with butter. It's gonna be super nice and flavorful over my cake, and I'm gonna bake it right now. And look how amazing it looks after I took it out of the oven. Let it cool down and be ready to serve it. It's absolutely delicious and looks also super great. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you here next time with another recipe. Until then, find reasons to smile. Bye bye.